The following is a narration of the first of 12 chapters from the upcoming new book, entitled The Post-Religious African, Unhacking the Divinity of Colonized Minds. In this chapter, the seeker confronts his divinity with questions about Africa. Chapter 1. Seeker and Diviner. Seeker, I am African. My ancestry is African. My Africanness is an inseparable and integral part of my being. Anything that pertains to the integrity of Africa affects my perception of myself and my life's purpose. Africa has been damaged. Its people have been misled. Its wealth has been plundered. Even though everyone has their view of all of the damage, no one seems to have any idea how to heal Africa. I seek to know what role there is for me to play in the healing of Africa. But first, I must understand why things are the way they are and how we got here in the first place. I seek to know because I am not satisfied with what I have been told. Nothing seems to make any sense. I am a seeker of answers. Can you help me? Diviner, yes, I can help you. I know who you are because I reside within you. I am your link to the grand organic divinity which comprises all that there is, all that has been, and all that will be. That which was not made but exists forever. You became a seeker a bit late in life, but it's better late than never. You have been late to seek because you have been distracted by hackers. Hackers who have clouded the signals that were supposed to come from me to you, to guide you through life. Hackers who have bombarded you with signals based on manipulations of your physical existence. I am your diviner. I speak to you from your divinity, your piece of the grand organic divinity. Sad to say, your divinity has been hacked. Your link to the grand organic divinity has been swapped with a link to a deity that is unconnected with your ancestry. You were born into a colonized society, where celebrations of your true ancestry have been mislabeled as pagan and the connectivity of your divinity to the grand organic divinity has been corrupted by doctrines and belief systems brought to your nation by the colonizers and their agents. What you seek is to unhack your divinity. It is a journey that begins here. It is a difficult journey. You must be courageous. You will be persecuted by agents of your colonizers. That is their way. They persecute the truth bearers because the truth is a threat to their continued oppression of your nation. You will be mocked by your fellow alumni of the schools that you attended as a child. You attended elite primary and secondary Christian schools. You were made to memorize verses of the Bible. You sang Christian songs every day. You had to study and pass examinations on subjects based on European history and traditions. In all that early age education, nobody taught you about Olojumare or Arunmela or Ifa. They created those schools to teach you their ways and not the ways of your ancestors. That is how the hacking began. You will be declared a heretic and a blasphemer. Your friends and associates will betray you and distance themselves from you. This is your destiny. You sought me out and you have found me, and there is no going back. Seeker, what are you talking about? I have been hacked. How can I be hacked? I am not a computer. I am not a machine. I don't get it. Diviner, I am using words that are easy for you to understand. You live in an information age, so you have some understanding of the workings of machines such as computers that receive inputs, process those inputs and deliver outputs that are used for decisions and other tasks that follow. However, from time to time, the inputs into the machines become corrupted and may originate from sources other than the rightful owners of the machines. That is when the machine is said to have been hacked. In other words, malicious actors have gained access to information needed to convince the machine to process inputs coming from them, as opposed to inputs coming from the rightful owners of the machine. Seeker, how have they managed to hack my divinity? And how do you propose to unhack it? Diviner, I will explain to you how your divinity has been hacked and how you can embark on the difficult journey of unhacking it, knowing that when you do, you will gain access to the right inputs that will guide your role in the healing of your continent of birth, Africa. Seeker, are you implying that my mind has been colonized by these hackers? That the unhacking of my divinity is the path to decolonization of my mind? Diviner, in the words that you can understand, yes. Seeker, how does unhacking my divinity make me post-religious? Diviner, using the example of an information processing machine such as a computer, after malicious actors have gained unauthorized access to the system, they are able to not only input faulty data and faulty instructions, but also faulty and self-destructive programs, commonly termed viruses. Programs that now control the way the machine functions, often to its own detriment. Even after the owner of the machine regains control of the system, the damage continues because information that is now processed by the machine is corrupted and may lead to destructive consequences for the system's rightful owners. To unhack the system, it must be rid of not only the malicious data, but also the malicious programs as well. Do you know where the word religion comes from? Seeker, give me a second, let me do some research. Aha! It says here that the root word is of Latin origin religare, which means to bind. From that word derives religio, also Latin meaning obligation, bond, or reverence. Are you suggesting that there is some form of bondage associated with religion of any kind? In other words, until I free myself from any sort of mental bondage, be it to an ideology, belief system, doctrine, or creed, my divinity cannot be unhacked. Diviner, that is a prerequisite realization that will facilitate the process. I can tell you right now that it is the most difficult stage. When you free yourself from religion, you can hear directly from me, your own divinity which resides within you and is independent of everything else. The interaction between your divinity and the grand organic divinity does not require any religion, only awareness. Religion is merely a device for the governance of your mind by those who desire to subject you to their own service and agenda. You have been listening to a narration of the first of 12 chapters from the upcoming new book entitled The Post-Religious African, Unhacking the Divinity of Colonized Minds. A preceding video of the preface to the book was posted previously on this channel. Please check out that video to get some more background on the book. Ahead of the release of the print and ebook editions of the book, you are invited to participate in a crowdfunding campaign to generate the resources necessary to spread this important message to the widest possible audience worldwide, including translations into the major languages of the world. You will receive direct updates on the progress of this effort by sending your email address to thepostreligiousafrican@gmail.com.